Hey guys. All right, so we're going to be doing uh, Port Swingers Lab JWT authentication bypass via unverified signature. All right, I'm pumped. I hope you're pumped too. I'm going to run you through this. We are going to get through this together. I've been watching other videos on YouTube and they are silent. They didn't say a damn word. And that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what we're doing here. All right, so here we go. So the JWT specification is actually actually, let me read over this real quick so you get an idea here. All right, here we go. What are JWTs? JSON Web Tokens are standardized formats for sending cryptographic signatures, JSON data between systems. They can theoretically contain any kind of data, but are most commonly used to send information claims about the user as part of the authentication, session handling, and access control mechanisms. Unlike classic tokens, all the data that a server needs is stored client-side within the JWT itself. This makes JWT a popular choice for highly distributed websites where users need to interact seamlessly with multiple backend servers. And then it tells you how there's a header, payload, and signature, and how the JWT is sectioned off with a dot, with a period, right? So you can see a dot right here. So this indicates this first part, right, up to the dot is the header. This second part after the dot is going to be the payload, and it goes all the way down to the next dot, right? And then right after that dot is going to be the signature, all right? And so if you try to throw this in a base64 decoder, you're going to get a lot of jibbly josh, right? And that's because only the payload is what you're interested in. So everything from this first dot to the second dot here, that's what we're interested in, right? Let me demonstrate real quick. So I'm gonna open up my browser. Give me one sec here. Oh, I had a base64 decoder here. So this is what happens when you take the header, payload, and signature. This is what you get, right? You take the header, payload, and signature, you put it in here, you put it in a base64 decoder, and you'll see that some of this is readable, right? Sub, wiener, and all that stuff. All right, and then after this, it becomes like jibbly josh. All right, and that's because, like I mentioned earlier, we're only interested in what comes between the first and the second dot. So let's go ahead and get rid of everything else besides the first and second dot. All right, so I'm looking at this very closely and I can see that there's a first dot. So I'm gonna get rid of everything before that. All right, and I'm looking at this closely and oh boy, this is hard on the eyes. I forgot to tell you, it's hard on the eyes. All right, let's see if I can find that last dot. Gosh, I feel so blind. Here we go, I found it. So there's that first, and then we got the second dot, so I'm gonna delete what comes after that dot, right? And now we're gonna decode it. Oh, okay, that looks more readable, right? And that looks similar to what they're trying to show us here. So like I mentioned, this is what we're looking for. Everything in the payload, right? The payload. All right, and then you're gonna see the username right there, expiration date of the token and such. And here gives you more information. So you see their name, role, email, all that stuff. We didn't get all that. We only got some of that. Okay. So what we're basically doing is we're taking this JWT and we're going to manipulate it so that the name, the username is going to be admin. All right. That's going to give us admin privileges. We're going to get in, we're going to have the admin console, and it's going to be great, right? So let's get started, right? Let's get started with this lab. I hope you're pumped up. Let's do it. All right, so here's the lab right here. I'm gonna click on here. It's gonna take us to it. Now, I'm using a Kali Linux. And so what I did was I just took that And I'm gonna start from scratch. I'll show you. I was just about to finish up. I was just about to finish up here, and I was like, I can't leave my subscribers like that, you know. I was about to delete Carlos. I believe that's what the instructions tell you to do. Yeah, but I was like, I gotta take care of my subscribers, you know what I'm saying? So guys, if you're doing this, this is great. Okay, I was paying for what was it called? Try Hack Me subscription. But why? This is free, right? Do this first and then go do that. You know, this actually teaches you skills that you can utilize to make more money. All right, so let's scratch this, right? Let's start from scratch. So I click the lab button here, and you click here to access the lab. So since I'm using Kali Linux, I'm gonna click and copy that link over to my Kali Linux box, and I'm gonna go to it. All right. All right, let's start you off here. I want to start you off right. I don't want you to be like, oh shoot, what is he doing? So we're gonna close burp real quick. It's not gonna load. So how do you get started, right? You're using Kali out of the box, burp's installed. All right, so burp's installed. If you're not, you're using Windows, easy, go on the internet, install it. Easy day, right? Secondly, go to your settings within Firefox, okay? Because it's a preferred browser in Kali. Go to preferences, go and type proxy, settings, and ensure that manual proxy configuration is set to localhost 8080. Check there, manual proxies. All right, and that's what you want. So that means all your web traffic is going to go through your local host, and therefore is going to go through burp. All right, next you want to open burp. You can just type it. I'll just hover over this. You can just type it in there. So just type burp. If I type, okay, there we go. Burp Suite, right? Open it. Boom, it's open. Now you're gonna get this. You can click OK. All right. Temporary project, totally cool. Do you want to update? No, I do not. Next. Start burp. All right. It's gonna start. All right. And by the way, when you're done with this project, you know, you can go ahead and reverse these settings, because otherwise you're going to get this issue all the time whenever you try to, you know, use your browser. It's going to try to go through the local host, right? It's going to try to go through burp. So go to user options. And this where I have some options in there. All right, give me a second. I'm going to click proxy and then click intercept. Intercept's on already, so let's try going to a website now. Let's try going to Google. Yeah, so then it's asking if you want to allow this traffic to go from your local host, from burp to the web server. Yep, great. So then Google comes up, right? So now you're able to access websites. You're able to intercept the messages going from your computer to Google. Awesome. All right, great. Let's go to options here. And before you get started, if you're having issues, ensure that your options and you add port 8080, and then for the address you put your loopback, which is going to be 121.0.0.1, which is by default the loopback, right? Make sure that's set, and you see the settings here. Make sure you replicate that. Okay. That first checkbox is checked. That one's checked. These two are checked. Scrolling down, that's all good to go, right? User options, make sure that these two right here for socks, use socks proxy, make sure that's unchecked, right? All right. You don't have to have those numbers in there, by the way. We're not using this, not here. All right, next, you're gonna install an add-on for burp. This is the JWT editor keys. All right, if you don't know where to get those, you just click around here. You can see that, you know, there's some stuff you can probably get here. Let me see if I can find it. If you never know where stuff is, just click around, you'll find it. Right, you'll find it. All right. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna find that for you real quick. Oh, right, I found it. So what you can do is you're gonna click extender here, okay? Click extender. All right, then you're gonna click the B app store, all right? B app store, okay? And then next, you're gonna see this little search box. You're gonna type J as in Juliet, Whiskey, Tango, editor. All right, and there's only two here, so you'll see the JWT editor. I already installed it, but this is what it says. All right, I'll put in the description below. Juliet, Whiskey, Tango, editor, keys. All right, this is the one you want to download here. It's not showing for me, but it will show for you, I promise. All right, cool. So once you have that installed, and all you have to do is click install when you're at that screen I was just at right now. One sec. Yeah, here, you just click install here and you'll see it right away just show up here. All right, once it's here, you're good to go. All right, you're ready. Let's do this, let's do this. All right, so it shows you Wiener Peter is Wiener and then the password is Peter, right? So let's go ahead and try that. Let's try that real quick. Put your proxy on. All right, make sure proxy's on. Go ahead and copy that into this. All right, press enter, let it run. You're over here at your, go ahead and forward these. And so you can get it over here into Port Sweeter. All right, let's see. Yep, there it is. Okay, we're gonna click Access Lab, forward that, forward that, forward that. All right, cool. So we're here, we're gonna click My Account. All right, you're gonna forward that, forward that. All right, give that a sec. There it is. Oh, snaps, it's already logged me in, dang. It must have cached my account or something like that. Here we go. Go ahead and sign out real quick. What's going on here? All right, we'll try that again. Give me a sec. Session. Oh boy, it wasn't doing this to me earlier, guys. All right, I'm turning intercept off real quick and we're gonna try getting back in here. All right, here we go. Access Lab. It might be because I already have it open over here. I don't know. My account. There we go. All right, here. All right, cool. So we're gonna need intercept on from this point on, right? Intercept on. Shoot, I should have just left it off up to this point because you know it could be an issue. All right, type the username they provide you. Wiener, Peter. And then next you're gonna click login. It's gonna intercept it. All right, what we're gonna do next is we are going to click, see if my JQ editor says anything. Okay, let's go to, does it give an option? Okay, we'll click forward. All right, and then here, it's detecting, hey, there's a session, JWT here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see this select extension. We're gonna select our extension. Our extension is automatically gonna see everything that's encoded in base 64. And it's particularly gonna focus on what's between the first and second period, which is gonna be our payload. And in here, it shows the user's name. We're gonna type admin, all right? We're gonna replace that with admin. All right, cool. So once we replace it with admin, we're gonna go ahead and forward, okay? All right, and then it might come up again like this. And you can see I'm already signed in with admin, right? Perfect. Perfect. All right. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to try signing in with administrator. Okay, administrator, full administrator. Make sure you type that whole thing in. And what it's doing is it's just taking this, the payload, it's decoding it, showing it here. We're typing here, and then it's typing it in here, except in base 64. So it's decoding it, we're typing in, it's re-encoding it, and then it's sending it out. All right. All right, that might not have worked. Let's see if that worked. I don't think that did. All right. All right. Yep. So I know what to do next. All right. What's going on here? All right, we should be good. So I'm going to log out here. All right. Let's see. I'm going to type admin. I don't know if I need to for this part. I don't think I do. Let's send it. Yeah, because it's just logging me out at this point. Right. Okay, so it's logging me out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to my account, right? It's going to forward that. We're going to forward that. It's going to take us to a little login screen, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Forward that. I'm going to type in cleaner Peter again. Peter. All right. We're going to, and you can see the username and password. We're sending this. Yeah, we're posting this, but then it's sending over the session, which is data JWT, right? And then now we're going to replace that. We're going to replace it with full-on administrator. All right, and this can get you. You need to make sure you spell that right. Okay. So we're going to send it. Oh, you know what? We are administrator. We are God. Okay, so we don't need to send anything else at this point. All we need to do is go to the admin panel, okay? If you get anything else, make sure you change it to administrator, okay? And then you should be good. Forward. I should have control copy, huh? I didn't though, so it's my fault. All right, and then now we can delete. Who are we deleting? Carlos. We are getting rid of Carlos. We are just getting rid of him, all right? Delete. And my proxy's still on, so I still have to deal with this. Oh my gosh. I'm totally gonna misspell it at one point. Let's see, did we delete it? Is it gonna give me a flag or something? I'm so used to try hacking giving me flags. No, it just says, hey, congratulations, you saw this lab. That's kind of better than flags, honestly. All right, cool. So we solved it. I don't know what it's going to give me at this point. Let's click continue learning. Actually, from this point on, let's go ahead and drop or turn intercept off. We don't need it on anymore. And let's just continue learning. Cool. And it says we solved it. All right, guys, I hope you like and subscribe if you like this content. I will walk you through it. I will guide you. You will be my padded one, and I will make you a Jedi Master. Okay, so please like and subscribe. It just motivates me to keep making videos for you, to keep breaking it down, Barney style, so everyone understands, not just the hardcore hackers. All right.